So far today, the worst of the conditions have been in Scotland. Roads in Perthshire look more like those in Scandinavia after another fall of heavy snow. Repeated ploughing left walls of white 12 feet tall along miles of roads. And the treacherous conditions have left this convoy of lorries stranded near Dundee for nearly a week. They're trying to get to the site of a wind farm, but the snow has made the final few miles of the journey impossible.
When you're going up the top of a mountain, if the wind's bad, the cranes can't operate. But to be stuck for this amount of time, due to the weather, is very unusual.
At Aberdeen Airport, the ploughs and gritters were out keeping the runway open, with planes being de-iced before takeoff. Further south into England, police put extra patrols on high routes over the Pennines in case the weather closed in quickly. In Derbyshire, more details have emerged about this fatal accident in icy conditions yesterday. The man who died when two cars crashed into a river was 42-year-old David Cox, who worked for the BBC. His widow has praised their 11-year-old daughter, who swam underwater to escape the car she was in. Flooding is now a concern over the coming days as a thaw is forecast to set in. This farmer in Somerset has had many of his fields underwater for months and can't see it getting any better.
Everything is so wet that at the moment you step onto the snow, you go through the snow and you hit mud, and the whole thing just becomes totally impossible. You can't use tractors, the stock are getting very muddy, and when they get muddy they get cold.
But before it melts, much of England has to get through tonight. This was Leeds this evening, heavy snow falling thick and fast, thankfully long after the rush hour.